to create a round part, we would use a revolved feature. Let's practice that a little bit. So if we just go to sketch, and I'm gonna try. So for a rounded part, we're gonna need a center line. So I will explore that and actually start with the center line, and then pick the top view, and I'll anchor my center line to the origin and any length. Escape. Now I'll again create few lines to give our part shape. So this time I'll pick a solid line, and then let me see if I can start from here. Let's create few lines like that. Let's say I want to add a groove there as well. And then we enter at the center line, and at the center line. Now that's our, let's say, basic shape fully defined. We're going to enter some dimensions. So this time with the center line, if you pick the center line and then pick this diameter, if you hover it here, you see it gives you the radius. If you go just down, it will give you the diameter option. So that's the good thing when you have a center line. And for the round part, we would need that, right? So I'll just enter that diameter as 1.5, and then this to this. Again, go here, its radius, go down. That's the diameter. So I'll keep it 4 inches. Same thing here. You can keep it 4 inches. And their diameter on the groove. Get 3.3. Right, so our diameters are fully defined now. Now we can also dimension the lengths. So this length, we can make it 1 inch. Dimension it from here to here. Here 1.75, and then we need those dimensions, not the diameter. We need this, right? Let's say 3 inch, or we can let me make it 3.125, and then the length, the total, this dimension here, let's make it 4.125. All right, so now that just that angle is left, so we can also dimension. I can say the angle from here to between this is 135, and so we have the angle, but I think it also need to it need the relation to the endpoint. So I can maybe try entering that diameter. As you can see, now it fully defined. So just either one of the dimension or the relation will be missing if your sketch is not fully defined. Okay, so now the sketch looks good, fully defined. I will just add a little fillet in a couple of points. So if you want to add fillet later, you could do that in the basic sketching as well, like right from the start, but we can do it later as well. So let's say if you want to go in the fillet, and I want the fillet here. So make sure enter the radius. Let's say I want 1/4 inch fillet, and then I can just go here, and there is our fillet. I would say okay. The fillet is already fully defined because we entered the radius. Now let's see, if I want chamfers here on these corners, then we'll just explore this and go to chamfer. So this time we entered the chamfer 1125, and I want a chamfer. Yeah, is it a equal distance or along the distance? So we can pick those options, but I think if you just pick these line, what gives you the chamfer, right? We can chamfer this corner as well. So once again, go to chamfer. I want only 30 thou chamfer on this corner and this corner. So we have our basic sketch done. Let's say that's all we want. You can go ahead and use the feature, go to revolved, and it says currently open because we have that center line. So you just say yes to close that, and we would have, it will give you the revolve. And you say okay, and there we have our round part. We can create a sketch like this away from the center line if the model has a hole in the center. Then we can kind of smart dimension it the way we learned already. So enter the diameter dimensions and to make it fully defined, right? Um, Now we can also enter the lengths. Right, so we have fully defined sketch. Say okay. This time if you go to revolve, feature revolve, so you can see it picks that center line as a revolve, axis of revolve. In case if it picks something like let's say the baseline of the sketch, we can always I can just delete it here and then click this, make sure that window is highlighted, and then you pick that center line as our axis of revolution, right? So then you have a hole in there. So any model with the hole in the center, we can actually draw the sketch away from the center line and then use revolve.